Namaste students, welcome to business studies class. Now in the last session we are discussing directing chapter, and in the last session we were discussed about motivation, and there we discussed the features and importance of motivation. Before that we discussed one more element, that is supervision. After supervision here comes motivation, and in the last session we discussed what are the importance and also the features of motivation. Now in today's class we discuss there is one theory called Maslow's need hierarchy theory. We discuss about this particular theory, why this theory has been invented, and it is what are the assumptions, it is based on what. Now we know that motivation is the complex process. The term motivation is very complex or difficult process. Why it is difficult process? As I said in the previous class, see, needs or the expectations of each and every individuals will differ from person to person. It will not be similar to all the individual. It will differ from person to person. So when needs and expectations of each individuals are different, it is very difficult for any of the organization to satisfy each and every individual, or by using one simple factor like they may say we provide incentive. So incentive cannot be a motivation, or it cannot be the motivator to all the employees. Some employees incentive may be the motivation. So it is a very difficult topic, which one? Motivation. So here many researchers has done research on this particular topic. Which topic? Motivation. And they have derived some of the theories in a likewise a psychologist called Sir Abraham Maslow. A psychologist called Sir Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow is a famous psychologist, and he studied a topic called motivation, and he derived one of the theory. That theory we call it as Maslow's need hierarchy theory. He derived a theory which is very important. There are many theories, but Maslow's need hierarchy theory is a very popular theory. So this particular theory you are studying in this motivation topic. So here, what is this theory? On what factor this theory has been derived? Now here he has derived this particular theory based on some of the assumptions. He has taken some things as assumptions. Now firstly, people's behavior is based on their needs. He says that individual persons, his behavior is based on their needs. For example, a particular person will take in the organization. He wants promotion. That is his need. He wants promotion. What he does? He tries to impress his boss. He may work more efficiently, or he may work more efficiently or effectively, and he may do other kind of work which will influence his boss, so that he should see his work, so that his boss should recognize his work. So his behavior is based on his needs. What is his need? Based on that he behaves. So people's behavior based on their needs. Then people's needs are in hierarchical order. What he says? People's needs are in hierarchical order. Means firstly they will be having very lower level needs. For example, we'll take a students. Initially what he says? He says I want a phone. That is his basic needs. Then after getting phone, what he says? I want a particular bike. After getting bike, what he says? He says I want one particular car. So needs are in a hierarchical order. Means that initially there will be lower level needs. Then it will be reached to the higher level needs. So there will be a hierarchy for a particular person's or human being's needs. There will be a hierarchy for a particular person's needs. Then a satisfied need can no longer motivate a person. A satisfied needs can no longer motivate a person. For example, I will say a father says to a student, if you score that need is already satisfied. Now if father says I'll give one more phone, means that he will not get motivated, he wants something else. Now here father will say I will gift a bike if you score 95 plus. So for a human being, a satisfied need, the need which is already satisfied or what he has got, that cannot be a motivator for his future action. Later on, after satisfying, once if he get a phone, then phone is not a motivator for him. Then he wants something else more than phone. That can be a motivator. If a father says, if I give a bike, he can get motivated and he can study. If a father says same thing, I give a phone, he may not get motivated because that he already has it. And he is satisfied with that needs. So that cannot be motivator for him. This can be motivator for him. Then last one, a person moves to the next higher level of the hierarchy only when the lower level need is satisfied. Now he will go to bike is also his need and mobile is also his need. Mobile and bike both are his needs. Now initially we consider mobile is a basic needs. If we consider if he get mobile, after then only he will move towards bike. If he satisfied with his basic needs, then only he move towards the higher level needs. For example, now before getting job, that is a basic need. That will be the main intention of that particular person. He got a job. After getting job, job is not it is not his need. Now he wants job security or higher salary. That is his next level need. So person moves to the next higher level hierarchy only when lower level need is satisfied. Once his basic need is satisfied, then he moves towards the next level need. After satisfying of that need, once again he moves towards the one more other kinds of needs. Now these are the assumptions. Based on these four assumptions, he has given this particular theory, that is Maslow's need hierarchical theory. Maslow's need hierarchical theory. What Maslow says? He says human behaviors, human beings will behave according to their needs, and their needs will be in their mind, their needs will be in a hierarchical order. There will be order for their needs from lower level basic needs to higher level needs. Then the need which is satisfied, it cannot motivate for them. In a future, which need is satisfied, it cannot be no longer motivate a person. A satisfied need, it will not motivate that particular person. Something else, the next level need, or only next level need will motivate that person. Then a person moves to next level needs once if he is satisfied with the basic level needs. Firstly, his basic level needs should be satisfied, then only he move towards the next level of needs. Now here we will see. Now here individual example, and here is organizational example, and this is Maslow's need hierarchical theory. How need of a person will be in a hierarchical order. How a need of a person will be in a hierarchical order. Now I will explain about this particular diagram in the sense Maslow's need hierarchical theory. Then we will see individual example and organizational example. Now basic psychological needs. What is that basic psychological needs? Now initially the basic needs are, for example, it can be a food, then it can be clothing, or it can be shelter. These will be the basic needs of the human beings. These are the basic needs of the human beings. Basically, in a human being's mind, there will be a need of food. He want to have food to live, or he want to have clothing to wear, and he want to have shelter. He want shelter there. So these three are the basic needs. These we call it as basic needs or psychological needs. Now, initially human beings, he want to satisfy all these needs. He want to satisfy because he is hungry there. The motive, he is hungry there, so he want food. So he want to cover his body, so he want clothes there, and he want a particular shelter. He want to lead a comfortable place to live in. So these are the basic needs. He will search for these needs initially. Initially, a human being, he will search for these needs. Once if he is satisfied with these needs, then only he will move towards the next level need, safety or security needs. Firstly, basic physiological needs. Then safety or security needs. Now, once if he is satisfied with the basic needs, then he will move towards the safety or next level of needs, that is safety or security needs. What is that safety or security needs? For example, a human being, he got a food, clothing and as well as shelter. Then his mind moved towards he needs their safety or security. This security may be a job security, or it may be his physical security. He wants security for his body as well as he wants a job security. That is a next level of needs. Next level, there comes safety or security needs. He needs safety or he needs security for him. So, firstly basic needs, then safety or security needs. After getting security or safety, it may be a job security or security for his body, then his mind will think of next level needs. What he thinks? That is belonging needs. What is that belonging needs? After getting basic needs and after getting safety or security, belonging needs means he wants some of the he want affection, or he want friendship, or he want love. He wants some person to mingle with, or he wants some person to share with. He wants some affection there, or he wants something to share with some other person. He wants friendship there, he wants love there. That is next level of needs. Once if we settle, after settling safely, he wants that affection, love, care that he requires. That we can call it as belonging needs. Then comes their esteem needs. Now, he is satisfied with the basic needs, food, clothing and shelter. Then he is satisfied with the safety and security. He has security and he has got all the safety measures also. Then belonging needs. Yes, he has got care, concern, love, or he has got some of friends also. Then what else he requires? Then his mind will think of esteem needs. What is that esteem needs? Esteem needs means he wants recognition. He expects that in the society that others has to recognize him. Oh, this is this particular person, and he want to maintain a status. He want to maintain a status in that society, or it might be in the organization. And he requires appreciation from his boss. He may require appreciation. My boss should appreciate me, appreciate my work, and he should reward me. So that comes under esteem needs. Here he requires, that is recognition and status, appreciation. That is in case of esteem needs. Belonging means he requires, what he requires? A love, affection, safety or security. Here a job security. Now, they are satisfied with the basic physiological needs or a basic needs, safety or security needs, belonging needs. He has got all the affection and love from whom he was expecting, esteem needs, that he has got some recognition and status and appreciation. Then his mind think of self-actualization needs. What is that self-actualization? Self-actualization means he want to develop himself. He want growth, or he wants some of the challenging tasks. These are not enough. I want to achieve something else, and I want some challenge in my work, what I am doing. I want to develop myself, or I want to see growth in me. I want to see growth in me. That we can see self-actualization needs or self-realization needs. That we can say growth and development. So this we can say that there these are Maslow's need hierarchy theory. This is the theory. This theory we can call it as Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So basically there will be a basic needs, those are food, clothing, shelter. Then safety, he requires safety. Then he requires some of the love and affection. Then esteem needs recognition, status. Then self-actualization, self-realization. Now this hierarchy, this we call it as hierarchical need. In a human mind, their needs will be in a hierarchical order, lower level to higher level needs, basic needs to higher level needs. And once basic needs are satisfied, then his mind think of higher level needs, and the which needs he already satisfied or which he has got already, that cannot be a motivator for him. Then from then that cannot be a motivator for them. Only next level needs can be a motivator for them. Now same thing if we see individual example. Now if we take one individual person, firstly there will be a hunger, as I said. This is here he will search for what? He will search for food. He will search for food. That is a basic need. Then stability of income. After getting job, he required the stable income in order to lead his life. Then friendship, as I said, affection. That is belonging needs, love, concern. He required friendship. Then status. He wants some status in the society, or he wants others, that others should recognize me, appreciate me. Then comes that status in his mind. Then self-fulfillment. He has to satisfy his own mind. Self-fulfillment. That is the higher level. This is the individual example. If an individual person's mindset, if we take, this is the individual example. Then here comes organizational example. When we join into a particular organization or after getting a job, what kind of needs will arise into a particular person, means particular employee's mind. In what way it thinks. So basically, he will be expecting a basic salary. The first initial salary, basic salary. After getting job, I should get my salary. Other things will not be there in the mind. After getting basic salary, he used to get basic. He will be getting basic salary, and after sometimes his mind will think pension plan. Now in this job with this basic salary, if I go through, what might be my pension plan? I need to get good pension after retiring from this particular job. Pension, in his mind will think of pension plan. Then cordial relationship with colleagues. He expects some friendship or some friends he expects in the company where he is working, in order to share his feelings or whatever it may be. He wants some of love or care from others. Others means they will be obviously colleagues. His mind will be finding some friends with his colleagues. So cordial relationship with colleagues. Next comes the job title. As I said, he wants some position in that particular organization. He might be an employee and he wants some position. It might be the production head or finance head or manager. That is a position. As I said, status. His mind will think of status. He wants some position. He don't want to work normal employees. He don't want to work as a normal employee who gets a basic salary. No, he wants some position. He wants some position in that particular organization with more income and more incentives and all. After getting that particular one position in the job title means one position, a manager or production head. That is a position. That's a title of that particular job. Then after getting that particular position, achievement of goals. Then his mind will think that I want to achieve something. I want to achieve this target. or I want some interesting task to be done, or I want some interesting or which is more challenging work to be done. Such kind of thinking will come to his mind. So this is about this. If we see in the organization aspects, these will come into their mind according to Maslow's need hierarchical theory. So this is about Maslow's need hierarchical theory, and this theory was given by Abraham Maslow. As a psychologist, Abraham Maslow, he has given this theory based on he studied the topic of motivation in different dimensions. After studying that, he has given this particular theory based on these four assumptions. Which are those assumptions? That people will behave according to their needs. According to their needs, they will behave, and people's needs are in hierarchical order. It will be in a hierarchical order. Lower level needs to higher level needs. And a satisfied need cannot be no longer motivate a person. Once which need will be satisfied, as I said, a person, a student, he got mobile phone, and in future mobile phone is not a motivator. His father has to say something else, I will give something else, a bike or something else, car. Then he will get motivated and he will go to completion of that particular task. Then a person moves to the next higher level of the hierarchy only when the lower level need is satisfied. His mind will think of next level needs only when his basic needs are satisfied. Now, here a man will think of job security once if he satisfied with food, clothing and shelter. If he do not get food, clothing and shelter, his mind will not think of job security. His mind still will be thinking of food, clothing and shelter. After getting food, clothing and shelter, he will think of job security. After getting a job security, he thinks, I require some friends. I want to share something. I want a concern from somebody else. Then after getting that, he will think of recognition, status or position. After satisfying that, he will think of growth or development or achievement of goals or expecting some challenging task. So, once if the basic level needs, if it is satisfied, then only his mind will think of other needs. Practically it works. Human beings, they will think in that particular way itself. We want something. After getting that, our mind will be, one more need will be ready with us. And after getting that, once again one more need will arise in front of us. And see here, this theory is very important theory. This particular theory is very important theory. So you have to go through this particular theory. Now, nextly we'll see, in the next section we'll see, that is financial incentives and non-financial incentives. What are the different kinds of incentives? We study about incentives. With this, I think I can wind up with today's class, and we studied only Maslow's need hierarchical theory. You have to go through this particular theory. It is very important. Please go through this particular theory. With this, I'll wind up with this particular class. Thank you.